Hi, I'm Lawson with AEM Electronics, and I'm here with Nate, and we're going to show you the Polaris RZR plug-and-play adapter harness for the CD7 digital display. Our CD7 digital display is a 7-inch diagonal, full-color, daylight-readable dash that allows you to see everything. It receives signals from a vehicle's CAN bus input, and for the Polaris RZR, we've developed a plug-and-play adapter harness that makes installation simple. We have pre-programmed templates that we've developed for you, or you can create your own custom displays. There's 4 main pages, a dedicated alarm page. It's virtually limitless on how you want to set it up. It also replaces the small black and white 4-inch diagonal Polaris RZR display and provides all the channels that you need that are coming from the factory system. That's a real quick overview of the CD7 with our plug-and-play adapter harness for the Polaris RZR, but we want to show you just how easy it is to put in and set up. So I'm going to turn it over to Nate, and he's going to show you how easy it is on this RZR we have behind us.
So let's go over our installation. We've got our 2017 Polaris RZR XP Turbo. This is on loan to us from the guys down at Reese Millen Racing. Thank you for that. So we know that RZRs come in all kinds of different configurations. You could still be stock, you could have an aftermarket roll cage, you could have a full fabricated race chassis. In this particular case, we made a custom mount. We got it mounted up here on this bar. If you wanted, you can actually replace the stock dash, put it in that location. Honestly, the mounting options are limitless. You put it where it works best for you. So let's talk about harnessing. How do we get this thing hooked up? Really simple. Each CD7 comes with a wiring harness, standardized. All of them have this. One end plugs into the dash. The other ends are going to be used for connecting to your CAN devices. So with that, we've come up with this adapter harness. So the adapter harness is great because it plugs into the diagnostic port underneath the front hood of the car, if there were a front hood. From there, you just plug into that harness I just showed you. These plug into here, that plugs into the dash. That's all there is to it. Super simple. All right, now our installation is almost complete. We've got our dash mounted. We've got our harnesses run in this area here. We just need to move into the driver's compartment and make our last couple of connections, and we'll be all done. We've got the harness coming through the firewall from the diagnostic port, and we've got our harness coming down from the dash mounted up on the roll cage. So for this particular installation, we're going to use the AEM VDM. Another alternative would be the AEM GPS module. Both units have a GPS that we'll use for track mapping and lap timing, also vehicle speed, heading, direction, information like that. The VDM also has a 3-axis accelerometer for G-loads, a 3-axis gyroscope for roll, pitch, and yaw, which is really handy for suspension and chassis tuning. Okay, so the installation is complete. The dash is mounted, the harnesses are run, all the connections are made. Last thing to do is load our template onto the dash. So we've got our PC open, and we'll go ahead and open up our free dash design software. All right, so it's just as simple as turn the ignition on, dash boots up, plug in the USB cable. Software says we're connected. My layout actually pre-opened, but let's go ahead and reopen the file. So we go File, Open, navigate to the correct directory. This is our XP Turbo, and let's load the XPT VDM race layout. So the race layout will have track mapping features in it. We also have an adventure layout, and that's more for, if you're doing off-road stuff out in the forest or out in the desert or playing around in the dunes. Has our compass feature and navigational stuff. But nothing says you have to use any of these. You actually have full control over everything displayed on the dash, and you're more than welcome to create your own layout. But for this one, we're going to open up the race. Open that guy up. Once we're loaded here, we'll just go File, Upload to Dash, or keyboard shortcut Control U. All right, now we're loading the layout onto the dash. All right, gives us our complete message. Unplug the USB cable. Dash reboots. All right, now we're displaying our desired template. So the main theme of the dash here, you can see we've got the big tachometer going across there with the floating needle above it. Top left, we've got our boost pressure. Top right, we've got our coolant temp. Down below the tachometer, we've got our vehicle speed. And we've also got our gear position, or shifter position on the bottom right. Right now it says we're in reverse. Let's push that up. Park, P for park, R for reverse. We also have our neutral green LED indicator. L for low gear, H for high gear. Down at the bottom, we've got our battery voltage display. Right now you'll notice that the icon is red. We're below alarm threshold, so that's currently in an alarm state. On the left, we've got our fuel level. To the left of that, we've got the all-wheel drive status indicator. Across the top, we've got our clock in the top left, odometer in the middle, and to the right, we have our GPS status indicator. Toggle to the next screen. Second screen is very similar to the first. Only thing that's really different is that in the middle, we're going to display a numeric engine speed value to go with the tachometer. Now, this particular install has been paired with our VDM, our Vehicle Dynamics module, and we're going to use it to do some lap time tracking. You can set up a GPS start-finish line beacon, and then the GPS data will enable you to get information like your fastest lap time, your predicted lap time, your current lap time, the delta from your most recent lap to your previous lap. It'll give you your fastest lap number and your current lap. The last page is our diagnostic page. These are all the channels being received by the dash from the stock ECU being displayed for you to quickly look over and see if there's any indicated problems. So let's go ahead and fire up the engine real quick and let's see what some of the live data looks like. All right, so we're sitting here at idle. You can see that our tachometer is now moving around. We can rev it up a little bit. So I'll go through to another screen. All right, onto our diagnostic page. We've got our current coolant temperature, boost pressure, battery volts. If we were moving, you'd see some speed, throttle, as well as gear position and all-wheel drive status. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and take the car outside and give you a demonstration of the track mapping function.
We set up a small course in our parking lot to show you a quick demonstration of how the track mapping and lap timing works. Racers being racers, though, when our president came out to see what we were doing, the demo turned into a race. Do not attempt this, and unlike our dumb asses, always use proper safety equipment when operating a UTV, including things like doors, proper restraints, safety apparel, and a helmet.
Engineering versus executives ownership. We've got President and CEO Greg Newworth here. Right. We're going to go free through the course. All right, we're going to straight. Little chicane action. Hug it to the right. Through here. Around those. 180 turn. Through the start and stop finish. That's our board. Throw up now. There was an incident. Look at the gate. Oh, there it is. Murphed it. That's the fastest time. Here we go. Strategy is going to be to not fall out, not roll over, not run over Greg Newworth, and to go fast. All right, here we go.
29:07.
Over 2 seconds faster.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Greg.
Dude, you are so not getting a raise this year.
Definitely not.
Did they ever tell you about that whole don't beat the boss thing?
Yeah, sorry.
For more information, visit AEM electronics.com.